Next, we're going to add in some steps here at our front doorway and over here maybe at the side at that entrance into the garage. So let's go to our main floor. Zoom down here a little bit. I'm going to pick on this stair and say create similar, which will let me just, add another stair. And inside of there, what I want to do is set my properties from my top to my bottom. So I'm going to say, well, the base level is going to be from the top of the main minus 2 feet up to the top of main, minus about maybe 3 inches. So we're looking at about 4. What if we go to 3 steps? 3 steps is 7 inches, which is not too bad. Width is 4 feet, and we want it to be about, I don't know what that is, but we'll say, 8 feet. We can alter that as we go. We're going to use the run option, and we're going to click here and drag this way. And as long as we go beyond, it says 4 created. And the reason why is we're starting again with the -1 is because we're using a monolithic stair, and it does not end with the riser, so it starts with -1. Escape, escape. Zoom over here, and then nudge those up. And we can even, let's just hit finish. I want to make it wider too. But just to have a look at that, we can go to our 3D view. And there's our step. Not too bad. We just need to say edit sketch, back to the main floor. Grab these lines, pull that out to about there. Grab this guy, nudge it over a bit. Okay. When we made the stair, there was an option to set the railing, and we went with the default, which was that same pipe rail that we used the last time. Okay, so we can say finish. There's that step, and back to our 3D view. Not too bad. Now, if we wanted to add the next one in, let's go to our main floor again. Now, what's the problem over here is that we need to build up this floor. So we need to click on this floor here. And I think what we'd have to do is take this and attach that down and then bring this floor over. That's what we'd have to do. So watch how we do this. Let's do it. Let's try doing it from a section. Watch. I'm going to draw a section. Let's go to that 3D section. Okay. And where is that? Now let me think. That is at that room. So what we're going to do here, there's our walls right there. I'm going to take this wall and say attach the bottom to this floor. Click down. Is that is the garage. Now is that's not the slab of the garage though. Why am I not seeing the slab of the garage? It's right there. It must be hidden. There we go. Unhide the category. Bring it back. That's what I wanted. So I'm going to take this and say attach the base to here. Click out. Grab that guy, shift around, grab this wall right here that the door is in. Zoom in. Oops. Cancel on that. Zoom in, grab this piece of wall and attach the base of that to there. That's what I want. Now, that's good. Okay. Now I can go back to my main floor. And I can click on here and say edit the boundary. Okay. Might as well use the pick walls option. Go into the core so it goes right up to the studs. Okay, pick these two guys. And then just do a little trimming. Trim, trim. Just like that. These walls go right down to the slab. Finish that. Floor system. Would you like to attach? No, and no. Click out. So now I have my little kind of landing built in there. If we were to take this section and move it forward a little bit, zoom over, we would see that we have our slab and we have that built up floor kind of on top of it there. And now we just need to put some steps in. So what we could do really is we could almost copy this guy over and edit it. I've done that many times, but we'll draw another one. So now what is the, let's use our spot elevation tool here. Let's go to annotate and let's use our spot elevation. And it's going to say, okay, that's at 0. Good. This right here is at -2 foot and 5/32. So that's really where I want to go, up to a couple inches below that. Okay, just for my own information. So let's go back to our home tab and let's go stairs again. And note that the railing type is set to be default, which is the last railing type that was used. It's kind of weird how it works that way. Okay, so hit OK, which is fine. That railing is okay. And now I'm going to set my parameters for base and top. So my base is going to definitely be at top of main minus 1 foot, 2 and 5/32. I'm just going to leave it at -1 foot 2 up to the top of the main -3 inches about, just for a little step there. Okay, so if we go number of 2, we only need 2 steps. So we go like this. Actually, it's 3 because we start with -1. Now, I always like to just draw it kind of over to the side. And look, I forgot to set the width. Let's hit escape. We can always change it after the fact, but might as well add it in right now. Click and place it. Escape, escape. Now, I can take these and nudge them over. I like to draw the stair kind of off to the side. Oh, look how that moves that with it. So I can pick on here and set that dimension by dragging this to here and setting this to be 4 feet instead. Click out. Grab this guy, drag it over. Window box, move from here to there. Escape, click out, finish. Click out, grab this guy, delete, 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 don't need it anymore. And take this section, pull it through here. Let's have a look. Click, click. And there's our little stairway going down. And we've got joists going through there. Oh, that's because we moved our section. See what happens with that stuff? You got to move this back. Then our joists will look normal again. So you have to be careful when you've added your detailing. Don't move your section lines like I keep doing. Okay, so there's our front step and our little garage step done.